What's happening, good people? This is your man Antoine Wright, and we are back with the new episode, new season of Coture Conversations. Man, how y'all been? It's been a minute, man. I've had a lot going on, and I ain't been doing this in a minute, so it's good to be back on the scene. So we are coming back now with a beautiful, beautiful woman right here, and she's a part of something very special. We got something big we're working on. So first of all, go ahead and tell the people who you are.
My name is Iana Skye.
Iana Skye. So Listen, I'm gonna just go ahead and start busting it down. I seen something in your information, right? You were born in Des Moines, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about that. You hardly meet people from there.
I don't know. I mean, I moved away when I was 18, so I didn't really have an adult life there. Mm. But I mean, it was just like any other city. There was a hood and they had jobs. I don't know. I know I just went to school there. So, good school systems, where I was anyway. So I really can't tell you about it.
So you don't, do you ever go back? Do you have family?
I have not been back there in years. So, cause my sister lives in Mississippi. My brother lives in Las Vegas. So it's like,
okay. So y'all spread out.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I really
cool.
don't have family there at all.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of, because I haven't, I've never been there, and we hardly get to meet people from there. So I deal, my line of work, I deal with people from LA to Toronto to Chicago, Atlanta. So it would have been, kind of neat to dive in and see what's going on there. But
yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Hey, listen, we're gonna find out next time, man. We're gonna pull up on Des Moines, man, and see what's going on in that city. So,
I need to go back.
So you made your way. You finally I see you lived in Mississippi as well.
Mm-hmm. I lived in my childhood. I lived in Las Vegas for 2 years. I lived in Missouri for 2 years, and then I moved back to Iowa until I was 18. Then when I was 18, I moved to Mississippi. And then I left there and came to Atlanta. And I knew nobody, no friends, no family, no job, just a car and a house. And I moved, and it was the best decision I ever made.
Oh yeah, I was just about to talk about that. Talk to us about, moving to Atlanta and taking that, just taking that chance, just jumping off, just jumping out the window and moving to Atlanta. How did that impact your life?
It actually impacted it in a good way, and in a great way. I was in Mississippi, and it's a little town, Tupelo, Mississippi, and it's such a tiny town. Huh?
I done been through Tupelo.
Yeah, and it's like, I guess it wasn't for me. It was just no jobs, no nothing. I just wanted to I was always trying to sell things on eBay. And I didn't know a lot of stuff to do. Like, I started doing people's taxes there because I didn't want to pay for somebody to do my taxes. So I was like, let me learn to do tax. And so I not learn, but I started doing my own. So then I started doing a couple people, and I started doing more. So I found out about Atlanta. I didn't even have, this was 2009 that I decided to move to Atlanta. I didn't know what a touchscreen phone was. I didn't know what Facebook was. I didn't know what Instagram was. I didn't know what any of those things were. Twitter. I had a computer at the house, and I would go on Google, but I had the dial-up internet or whatever.
Oh, I hated it.
And I was so not in with the times. And so I was like, okay. I was always looking on eBay for stuff. And so I decided to move. I found a house. It was really nice in Stone Mountain. I found a house, and January 2010, I said, I'm leaving. And I left. I was married at the time, left. And I was just like, I gotta go. So when I came here, I had no friends, no family, nobody, no job. So I just started looking on Craigslist for jobs.
Yeah, Craigslist was lit back then. That's all we really had.
Yeah, and so I saw this job for an extra. I was like, what is an extra? What is this? What is an extra? And it said you'll be on a movie set or whatever. I'm like, wait, what? They do that? Like, I didn't know that they had extras in the movies and stuff. I just thought movies were movies. I didn't know how they were made. So I sent in just a regular blurry photo, and she wrote me back, was like, hey, you're gonna be an extra on this movie with Reagan Gomez and Barry Floyd. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's TT from The Game. Reagan Gomez, that's the actress I've seen. Wait a minute, I'm gonna be, what am I doing? So she told me to bring different wardrobes, and I was like, okay. Didn't know what I was doing. So I went, and I was looking at on set like, oh my God, these people are right there. They're right there. And it was a smaller set. And I got to talking to the other extras, and they were like, yeah, we do this all the time. You know, you can make a living out of being extra. And I'm like, what? What is extras and what is acting? I can act. So basically, long story short, I started getting into the groups. I found out about Facebook. Found out about Facebook because I was going on Craigslist looking for acting auditions and extras and stuff. And finally, I got to this one, and they were holding an acting class in there. But I also did the audition. Now, they said do a monologue, and I did a short monologue. And when I said that I did the monologue like this, because it was in front of people, and I was so embarrassed. I never knew. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I didn't get it. But the acting coach that was doing an acting class in there, he stopped me, and he was like, hey, we do a free class the first time. You should come back. Long story short, I went back, and it was history from there. I learned about acting. I was like, what? I can act. Found out I'm a natural. I can do it. And I became the vice president of marketing for that acting class. And we ran the acting class. I learned about bringing casting directors in, all of that. And I started teaching the people. And I was alongside the teacher. We would go to events, and we would do all kinds of stuff. And because I was on set of the being an extra, telling people about it. And I grew the class from 1 day a week to we were doing it twice a week, and it was growing, and we had to move locations. I would get the locations and everything. We would do events. When I tell you, we would pack it out, and so we had to stop because the acting coach, Brad James, he went on to he was taught on Tyler Perry, For Better or Worse, and he wanted to do that and everything. And so, I wanted to do my own acting. So, I was doing it, but then, life happened, and I got into a relationship that, and I found out something about myself. And you see how the reality show that I was on, I'm pretty open, about me and the things that I do wrong. And I found out that in a relationship, I tend to, and it's not the other person's fault, but I tend to put them on a higher pedestal than myself. And because I want them to live out their dreams, because I want to live out mine. But yet instead, I forget about myself, even though they are saying, hey, work on what happened, you're acting, do this and this and this. And I put that person above, but I also, it was a bad relationship, that one before.
I'll tell you like this here. One of the things that's important that you just said, and anybody that knows me knows that I champion this. You pointed out what your issue is, that you can see. You looked in that mirror. Most people can't do that, and be it in relationships, be it in business, in life. Period. Most people don't want to look in that mirror. Most people want to point that finger at everybody else. Once you decide to look in that mirror. I say this all the time. All my subscribers out there, y'all hear me say this all the time. And Michael Jackson told us in the 80s, he said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. And if the world were to be a better place, that's the way to do it. So if you always saying like, well, you did this and it's your fault and this and you always doing, you will never fix yourself. That's just like having a problem under the hood of your car. You see your car running hot, but you're going to ignore that and be worried about what's going on up under the hood of somebody else's car. But hell, you can't fix your car because you're not addressing your issues. So,
and I could blame people all day long, like because in that one there was some bad stuff going on, but I'd be like you, but no, because it wasn't their fault. Nobody that I've been in a relationship with has ever told me stop doing what you're doing and help me. You know what I'm saying? I did that on myself. So I don't blame them. I don't resent them. Right. I don't do anything. But that's why I stopped working on my acting and everything. I'm trying to build, someone else up. And then I got out of that relationship. I was in it for 4 years. And then I was single for 3 years. But I got back into it. I actually started my own talent agency. And
I see that.
It was actually really good. One of the first people I signed was Tony Bryce, and now she's a series regular on P-Valley. She's a trans woman, trans woman. And I was like, wow, I saw talent in her. And all the people that I signed to my agency, I saw talent in. And the first one that I got a paid gig, right? He was so excited. And I was like, I want that excitement. So I had to stop because I'm trying to help other people when I'm not helping myself. And people have told me that. And so I was like, okay, stop. I need to do, but in Atlanta, I figured out that I am an entrepreneur. I don't want to work for nobody.
That's right. Come on now, hold up, though. Y'all know that's what, man, look here. I be catching chill. When you speak like that, that's my language right there. Being an entrepreneur, because the people that we work for are entrepreneurs. And we're building their dreams. And you ain't gonna never get rich. You're never gonna get rich working for these people. So creating your own. I'm sorry about that. I had.
Oh no, you're fine. But that's what I learned here. I started doing brand ambassador work. Working on my acting, and everything. And I just, I have so many things in my head. And then I got into a relationship with T. After being single for 3 years, and he lived in Alabama. And so when he moved here, he had an entrepreneurial spirit in him. But, in Alabama, he always said that he was going to move to Atlanta anyway. And so, meeting me was just like a perk. And so I kind of showed him that, you could do and work with what you want to do. And I'm not saying that I built him up because he had the talent inside of him already. But I was, you can take a chance and quit that job and just be and go. And so when he got here, I showed him about Uber and stuff, and and he just hit the ground running. So, and he's talented. He's a good actor. I don't know if y'all haven't seen that yet in him. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be in some stuff, but he's a great actor, musician, all of that. So, it's like I was able to show that. And then we did some stuff together and everything. So Atlanta was a great area for me and all that. But again, also when I got in a relationship with him, I seen talent in him, so I wanted to push him up, and he taught me about YouTube, and I was like, wait, you can get paid to do pranks and stuff on YouTube and do all that. It was, and we did it a little bit, and it was fun to me, so fun. And so, it was just like he showed me a lot with that, and just added to, what I want to do, and so I just think that he would always tell me, Skye, why aren't you doing your acting? Why aren't you doing it? And I'm like, well, I do need to get back into it, but I put energy also. I wanted to support him. I wanted to do this for him. I wanted to do that for him. But he didn't ask. He didn't be like, well, no, Skye, do this and do this. He's like, Skye, you really need to get into your own thing. Like, you need to do your own stuff. And I would try, but I don't know if it was like my confidence, my self-esteem. I know that my confidence is low. It still is.
What we finna do is we finna glow Skye up. This is about Skye. That's who this is about. And we're gonna highlight you and your gifts, right? So
Yeah.
it's your time now. It's about you. It's time for you to.
Well, yeah, and so that's what, like, now I have so many ideas in my head. I'm like, well, I host a few Airbnbs. I got a few Airbnbs. I am, well, I'm doing the reality show.
Yes, that's what we need to get into right there. We need to talk about that.
And I'm looking for more, shows to do. I want to vamp up my YouTube. I want to do it YouTube again. I want to start doing my own thing in there. I actually have a project that I'm working on now. I'm doing the LGBTQ adult prom. That is going to be September 3rd.
I saw that.
A great lineup and everything. So I'm getting back into me.
That's right.
And so yeah, I'm excited.
So let's talk about Women in the Life Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get involved? Let's talk about how you got involved and the impact that the show has on the LGBT community.
Well, I got involved. I was on Facebook, scrolling Facebook and everything, and I saw something about Women in the Life, and I was like, whoa. I was like, I'd like to be on that. I saw it on Tiana's page, and she's on the show as well. And I wrote to her, I was like, hey, what is this? And she was like, well, they're casting for, Women in the Life. And she explained it to me, and I sent in my information. I was in Tunica, Mississippi. Oh, yeah, I went to the casino. And so they were like, well, we would like to talk to you. So they called me while I was there, and I got on the video call, and I was talking they told me to do a video, and I did a video real quick. Like, I was like, oh crap, I want to do a video. So I did a video, and I sent it in. And so they set up a meeting with me. They called me. I was in my car. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this meeting in my car. Well, I was talking to them and everything, and that's when T came up. I was like, hey, T is a trans man. Our storyline is like it's so powerful. And so I wanted to include him. And so they wanted to talk to both of us. And so and then that's all she wrote. Like, we got on the video call. They loved our energy. And we got picked. And so that's how that started. The impact on the community, I think that it's great that to show what women are doing, and Donna and Barbara wanted to showcase where it's not always drama. It's not always drama.
That's right.
But in my storyline, because I seen how we first started filming it and everything, but I was like, I mean, everything isn't all peaches and cream. Hold on. It's not peaches and cream. We have real life and real problems. And that's when I open up. I decided to open up and be like, I'm not going to act like everything. Well, just speaking on my relationship, everything is always great. And it's because it's not, because people can learn from the problems that you go through and how you handle them, how you get or how you don't go through them. And so I was like, I'm gonna be real, like that this is what it is. Here you go. Here's my moment. That was what episode 6 was. I let it all out. I actually got the cameras were there for a second, and at the end I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. I told Donna, I was like, I don't want that to be on TV. I don't want that. She was like, look, I will edit it tastefully or whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, I just messed up. I was like, oh my God, T's gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna look like I'm like all kinds of stuff I was thinking in my head. And I was actually scared for it to come out because I didn't know how it was gonna look. But I was like, you know what? It was me, raw and unfiltered. You gotta let it. And the thing is, like, I look back on it and I was like, I learned a lot from it, because I'm like, I look really weak. From what I see, I looked really weak. I looked like I was this woman crying and doing all this about, like, I need to uplift myself. So from that, I know people learned, because I learned about myself. We want to. Season 2 is gonna be.
So yeah, we want to. I want to thank you for offering yourself up and opening up for people to learn. Is this me? No. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it froze up. But like I said, I want to, I want to get, thank you for offering yourself up and your situations, for people to learn. You know what I mean? Because I'm a married man, so
Mhm.
my I'm a campaign manager for candidate running for state representative. I own a magazine, so I'm highly visible, but the inside of my relationship is not. So when people are offer themselves up to show the realities of what they go through, we can appreciate that, because everything's so capped out on the goddamn internet. Not everybody just on the internet posting their best life, and everybody, but we all going through things, right? Especially right now in these times.
Yes.
Exactly. So I applaud you, and we're thankful for you guys and the show. That's what we're celebrating here. That's what this issue is about. We're gonna have a great event for this issue, and you guys make sure y'all go check out Women in the Life Atlanta on Tubi. All right. So are you guys filming season 2?
Yes, we're in the process.
All right. So listen, we ain't gonna give no spoilers up. All right, we ain't doing that. What y'all gonna do is, it's gonna be a link in this article. You're gonna go click that link and you're gonna go watch the show. All right, you're gonna go support Skye, because it's all about her. This is her moment, and she is elevating. All right, and that's what we do at this publication. So do you want to take a quick time out to give a shout out to anybody before we wrap this thing up?
Well, I want to shout out my the producers, and Donna and Barbara, for creating. For creating this. I want to give a shout out to I want to shout out T. We've been through so much and we've learned so much, and I do want to shout him out. He is awesome. The cast members they were awesome. I learned a good bit from a lot of people. And I want to shout out my best friend Jennifer for being there for me, like always. And
tell us this. What can we expect in the near future from Skye?
I am just know that there's projects coming out and there's events, and you can expect some really good content coming.
That's right. Well, listen, tell these people where they can follow you at, and you guys already know that I will have all of that information on my website. It will be in the actual physical print of the magazine, and I keep some with me. Here's the last issue right here. Damn it, I hate this damn thing. But whatever. All right. So we got some great things going on with the cast. We got some great things going on with Skye. This is an exclusive, and you guys will get to see this. Check it out in the magazine coming up, and tell them where they can follow you at.
I'm on Iana Skye on everything. IANA SKYE. Facebook and Instagram. I am not on Twitter right now. I am on Twitter,
Get on there. I'm on Twitter.
Password, look. And on TikTok, Iana Skye 01. And then One Sweet Night LGBT Adult Prom, IG and Facebook. So yeah. That's where
thank you for taking the time out to rock with me for the magazine. Right now we are an award-winning publication. C Award, publication of the year, right? So right now it's our time, and everybody that I'm rocking with at this moment is a star, and you the first out the gate for the interviews. So you set the tone, and you set a great one at that. So I'm gonna close this thing out. You guys know Coture Conversations, Apex Couture Magazine, Women in the Life Atlanta, Tubi. Get over there now.
Thank you.